Hey guys, happy Wednesday, and we have our snatch/overhead squat work. So last week we brought in working light overhead squats from the ground. This is a great warm-up for getting into our full snatches. Remember, we like overhead squats because they are super challenging, not just for our strength, but for our mobility and core strength. So first thing, we're gonna start the overhead squat from the ground, okay? So you're gonna find your grip, nice tall chest, and you're gonna jump it up overhead, set your feet, all right, and work on range of motion, but prioritize your shoulder position. So really just take your time. These are not meant to be super heavy. Okay, stabilizing, pushing up, eyes and chest up. Ideally, you can get below parallel. But let's say you're really tight. Okay, if you can only make it this far, that's fine. Just fight for position. Move good and controlled, and just work that range of motion. It's like an active stretch, the more you work on it. I tell people one of the cues with snatching and the overhead squat position is to think reach with the bar. Open the shoulder. A common problem is that people are slightly forward, right? And they lose the weight forward. Okay, so the overhead squat is a great time to practice and warm up your overhead squat position. Okay, you can even pause in the bottom position because when you do a snatch, you're gonna have to be really comfortable in that position. Okay, so the snatches we're gonna be doing 3 at a time. These are not touch and go reps. So every rep you're gonna start from the floor, feet under your hips. Always pull that chest up, pull the bar to your hips first, jump, catch, and stand, okay? My coaching cues, I always say, if a coach isn't watching you, to fix a lot of common faults is to really focus on keeping your chest up from beginning to end, okay? Never letting the chest drop will fix a lot of common errors. If the chest drops to the ground, okay, typically as you jump, the bar is gonna come out in front of you, okay? And the other is to try to get the bar to make contact at your hip, okay? Not down on your thighs. And definitely, if you're not feeling contact at all, we want you to stand up first and work the movement from the hang position, okay? So if you start from here, learn how to get hip contact, okay? That's the power position, okay? When you get better there, you can start going from the ground, but every single time, feeling contact at the hip, working a nice tall chest will help improve over long term, okay? So log your weights there, make improvements a little bit each week, and work on your mobility if you need to. Our workout today is an interesting one. We're gonna start off with a 1 mile run. Remember, that might sound intimidating for some of you. We've got some Murph prep coming, which begins and ends with a mile. That's coming up on Memorial Day. If you cannot run a mile, that's fine, just reduce it down. It's only one run, and after that, we're gonna do 10 sets of deadlifts and burpees over the bar. So the deadlift will be from the ground, standing, touching and going, okay? After your deadlift set, this should be ideally unbroken. You're gonna put the bar down and you're gonna do burpees over the bar, okay? You do that for 10 rounds. So pick a variation and reps that you can move through this pretty quickly, but you gotta start off with the run. So that's our workout today, guys. Don't forget part 2, and we'll see you tomorrow.